TGIF, YTPC, good morning. We got this. Awesome. Welcome back, Pipers. Just me, Mark, back with you once again. As you saw, I have a day ahead of me. Snow removal, having to go get things for snow removal. I have to get new tires on my car, I think, today as well. It has to happen. So I'm smoking my 7LE 320 KS Roma Lucite this morning with some coffee. In it. This is all I have left of my McBaron Burley London blend. I'm trying to make this stuff last. Doing a pretty good job too. I haven't had any of this in, God, 3 months. And I've wanted some. So I decided hell with it today. That whole acquisition of McBaron thing is really worrying me because this is a blend that I really hope can still be available. It doesn't just go away. And if it does, then I'm going to be on like a total just laser scope search for whatever there is out there that is as close a match to this as I can find. So as always, I hope all of you are doing very well. I am. I'm starting to wonder if what I picked up on my trip was COVID. I do not ever get tested for COVID anymore. I've had it twice. It's really no different than a respiratory bug that I've ever picked up. It's pretty much that. Sometimes it just takes a little longer to get over it. That's kind of what it's seeming like because I picked it up Sunday or Monday. And by Wednesday, it kind of seemed like I was starting to, I was on my way back on my way out of it. This morning, kind of feeling a little worse than I did Wednesday. So I don't know. I probably should not be enjoying this, but screw it. I'm taking Mucinex, and it's still just a process of flushing my system out. It's happening. It's just happening too slow. Anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed that last series. I did. I'll be starting another one here shortly. Obviously, if you've been watching my channel for any stretch of time, you know I'm not an English smoker, so I won't be doing a series on English blends because, well, I just don't enjoy them, so why do it? I'm leaning more toward maybe Weber's, like Virginia Burley's. That's probably what it will be. Stuff is so amazingly good. So I hope everyone's Christmas preparation is going smoothly. Mine is pretty much non-existent because I've been working. So the wife has been pretty much, as far as the house goes, doing everything. She enjoys doing it, so it works out. And now we got snow, so it's pretty much complete. Tell you what, this bug that I have, it's not really inhibiting my desire for a pipe. I'm enjoying the few I've had since I've been back home. That's not always the case. I'll have to pick up some orange juice today and just start slamming that stuff. I'm not a huge fan of, I can drink orange juice, but drinking a lot of it, I'm not a huge fan. But I think that's what's needed, so that's what I'm going to do. So, like a tobacco that you truly enjoy, okay, getting discontinued or whatever, where you don't have access to it anymore. YouTube is similar to me. When you have a channel that you really enjoy watching, and for whatever reason life gets in the way, whatever, that creator no longer puts out content. I'm having that situation right now with a channel that I really enjoy, Rock and Steady. Creator, his name's David. He's just a down to earth guy, blue collar guy. Smokes pipes. But unfortunately, he has to, like all of us, he has bills, he has to work. And he hasn't been putting out content in quite a while. And I miss seeing him on. It's just, this is kind of a shout out, but at the same time, he's not putting out content, so doesn't really do you much good. I noticed he cleaned out his video vault. He had quite a few videos, and now if you go to his channel, there's not very many there. I'm not sure if that's something you need to do. That's something I should look into because I have videos that are years old on my channel. But I like to keep them there so people can, new subscribers, they can go back and kind of check out the transition from when I started doing this to now. I've talked about this blend quite a bit, but seriously, if you have some in your cellar and you haven't opened the tin yet, or you've maybe had a couple bowls and just kind of out of sight, out of mind, you should really enjoy a bowl of it today. It's really good, especially for me, in the colder temps. It's got such a cocoa profile to it, hot cocoa. Hmm. So I was debating on whether getting a new pipe this Christmas. I'm still on the fence, but I think it's looking more like I'm not going to acquire a new one this Christmas. I'll probably use it to acquire more tobaccos. I've really been adding to my. After I did that tobacco storage VR, I really started adding toward it, and yeah, it's almost scary how much money I've been contributing to this awesome hobby. Very, very much worth it to me. I I know I have some family members that just shake their head, and they don't even have a clue how much money has been going toward my tobacco storage. Probably a good thing. They would probably think I'm off my rocker. So looking like we're going to have a white Christmas here in Northern Illinois. I don't think we're expecting more snow from what we got last night, but I think this is going to stick around throughout the weekend into next week. I don't think the temperatures are going to get quite warm enough to hinder that. I had some good suggestions already from my video yesterday on the my top 5 pure Virginias, getting some getting some people's favorites on what they enjoy when it comes to pure Virginia blends. Um, One of them, I didn't even think about it. I didn't put it in the list. I have some in stock. Was Peter Stokkebye Luxury Twist Flake, which I have, but I didn't really put that in there because, well, to me, I didn't really consider it a pure Virginia. I guess it is. We'll look at one. Um, Mainly because, well, it's got Cavendish in it, which is probably Virginia, but in my, the series I was doing, I was just basically, just straight Virginia. So yeah, if that's considered a pure Virginia blend, that's absolutely would absolutely be in my top 5, because that's one of my to be honest, that's one of my That's probably one of my top 10 blends, like favorite blends, if all different categories. That stuff is absolutely amazing. Love it. So yeah, if I'd have to go back and check who mentioned that. But yeah, kudos to them, because hell yeah, that would be definitely worth mentioning if that's categorized as just a pure Virginia blend. Like I said, my knowledge sometimes is, depending on the subject at hand, isn't quite up to par with others. I can admit that. Hmm. So anyway, I hope everyone is enjoying their Friday thus far. It's Friday. Uh, if you guys have a fun weekend of shopping planned or whatever, um, but yeah, keep the. Hopefully, we'll start getting some VRs for the GAW that I announced yesterday. Make sure to post um, any comments for entries on that video. And the deadline, I changed. I did not. I'm sorry about that. I did not really mention a deadline. We're going to make the deadline New Year's Eve night at midnight. So that gives us some time for people to make VRs. Go ahead, go back to that video, put in your comment entry. Yeah. Again, I hope everyone's enjoying their Friday. Have an amazing weekend. Till next time, keep them lit.